Hi Taurus, welcome to your July 2021 Astrological forecast. Before I begin, I'd like to remind you to subscribe to my channel. Check out my Ask Me a Question section in the description below. There's also a link there to my website if you would like to have your personal chart done. And check out my weekly forecasts. So, the month starts off with the Sun in Cancer. Where you have Cancer in your chart is your, let's see here, your third house. Okay, there's a new moon here on the 9th. And Mercury moves into this area on the 11th. So, let's see here. Well, okay, Mercury actually is the natural ruler of the third house. Okay, Mercury is still in Gemini actually up until the 10th. But I don't know if it will affect you all that much. You have Gemini on your second house of income, how you earn your money. You could still be waiting for some kind of payment or whatever. A check. The check is in the mail kind of thing. Maybe something like that. Or news on something that you own and you're getting it appraised or something. Trying to find out how much it's actually worth. Whatever. Okay, so next, though, when Mercury moves into your third house in Cancer is when a lot of your communications really pick up. Your mail, regular postal mail, email, text messages, voicemail, whatever, you know, tend to like increase at this time, okay? Or, you know, either you're on the receiving and actually the sending end of both of these, okay? This is also the house of like short distance travel. Having Mercury here in your third house is kind of like your everyday life. It's like the sixth house, okay? They're both your everyday life, but in this sense, these are the people you would encounter throughout the normal course of a day. Like your neighbors or shopkeepers or, you know, the gas station, post office, library, something or other, grocery store, you know, wherever it is that you go on a daily basis. So you'll have a little bit more contact with them, and it'll be kind of newsy in a way, like they're full of new stuff to tell you about, or usually that's what it is. Usually you're on the receiving end of something like this, okay? But the local travel too could actually be, you know, taking a trip like an overnighter or a weekender, but it could just be running around an awful lot within your like immediate area. It could be just your neighborhood, but it could be just like close by. There's some reason that you're doing an awful lot of running around, okay? Third house is also your siblings and your cousins, so you could have contact with them now at this time. Maybe you don't really, you know, hear from them or whatever all that often, or you don't have any need to contact them. But during this time, you'll probably hear from at least one or both of these people. So the Sun here, though, it kind of means that you're having a little bit more interest in your neighborhood. There's a new moon here on the 9th, so something actually new could be going on in your neighborhood. A lot of different things are springing up because of the pandemic and everyone being off like a whole year, more or less, having to, you know, could be quarantined and staying at home and whatever. So a lot of restrictions are lifting, so there could have been some old tradition that went on in your neighborhood that you always did. Could even be like a fair or some kind of, you know, get together for your neighbors or something. So you could attend something like that right now. Or just because it's a new moon, it does bring a new beginning. So if you are going to do something like this, it's done in a different way than it has been in the past. So maybe you are actually the one that is creating some kind of get-together for people. And it could be like your family, but it could also be a whole neighborhood type thing. Let's see here. Well, the Sun actually moves into Leo on the 22nd, and where you have Leo in your chart is your 4th house. Mars is here. Mars has been here since last month, and it's here up until the 28th, and then it'll move into Virgo. And then Mercury, being in your third house in Cancer, moves into Leo on the 27th. So all these planets will move into your fourth house of your home and family life, and your personal life and your past, but it's actually your home and where you physically live, okay, and the property surrounding it. So having Mars here since last month means that you've had a lot of energy and have wanted to make some kind of physical changes within your home. Mars hasn't been here since like the year before, not last year, year before that, I believe. So that might be the last time that you had this, enthusiasm to, I don't know, paint everything or remodel in some way or other, lay carpet, lay tile, anything. It could even be just things that you do to your lawn, or if you live in an apartment, you're just doing something different there, okay? If you do live with other people, then maybe you're changing rooms, bedrooms or something, but doing something. So when these other planets move in here, it just, it's like puts the finishing touches on whatever it is that you were doing there. But if you just have a little bit more contact with family right now, it could be some kind of maybe reunion or whatever, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. But when the sun moves here on the 22nd and Mercury, there's here on the 27th, there's just a lot more activity going on within your home. Okay, Venus is actually in Leo also up until like the 20th. Okay, so if you are involved in any kind of romance, or if you're married even, a lot of romantic times are spent in like a home setting. But if you have just, let's say, started seeing someone or haven't been seeing them all that long, you may be spending a lot more time at your place with them or at their place. So your home has become the area for entertainment or whatever, or spending quality time together. Okay, there's a full moon in Aquarius on the 23rd, and where you have Aquarius in your chart is your 10th house of your career and your public life, how people know you by reputation, professionally and personally. It's directly across from your fourth house of your personal life, your fourth house of your home and family. So a lot of times the full moon in your 10th house just kind of means maybe that something may occur at work or within your career that you have to stop whatever you're doing, let's say at home or in your personal life, to take care of. You could be having a really nice time at home, even entertaining at home, and have to, you're pulled away for whatever to take care of some kind of crisis or minor crisis or whatever within your job. So it's not really a very big deal. You know, if you don't work at all, there's still something going on there where you're called upon because people know you by reputation. That's what the 10th house is also. So they could want you to help them with something, or they feel you're the only person that could do this or that, and you're pulled away from whatever it was you were doing at home in order to take care of somebody else's kind of crisis. Okay, but it's because you already know how to do this thing. They know that, or they wouldn't have involved you. So it could have been whatever your previous profession was. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, Jupiter, finally, it has been in retrograde motion in Pisces. It just moved there briefly, but it moves back into Aquarius on the 28th. So it's back into your 10th house. While it was away, okay, the planet Saturn is also in Aquarius, so you got to feel the full effect of just having Saturn in your 10th house without having Jupiter there at the same time to act as a bit of a buffer area. Okay, when it went into Pisces for just, like 2 months, whatever, you got to see what it's like just having Saturn here, and usually what it does is put you in a lot more contact with higher ups in your career, more contact than you would like with people in your company or something like that, that a boss or bosses, or just too much contact with the company than you've ever had in the past. But you could also have somebody that just lays a ton of work on you, a boss or somebody that just gives you way too much work to do, and sometimes they even take credit for your work. Okay, but this the slow, steady progress in your career, though. You're still, moving up the ladder, even though it just feels like it's at a snail's pace. But there's reasons for that. Maybe if you just shot right there up to the position that you would really want to have, there could be, things that you didn't consider on the way to your rise to fame or whatever. So with Jupiter being back here, though, it brings many opportunities for other positions, or some kind of, promotion. Usually that's what happens, is a promotion of some kind. And these two planets will be traveling together from now on till the end of the year, when Jupiter does move from Aquarius and fully moves into Pisces at the end of December. Okay, so Venus actually moves into Virgo on the 21st, and Mars moves into Virgo on the 29th. And where you have Virgo in your chart is your 5th house of romance and creativity and gambling and games of any kind, sports, entertainment of any kind. It's going to the theater or movies, or whipping out your camcorder or something and videotaping this and that. It's your time for fun. This is the house of fun. And you have the love planets. Okay, Venus and Mars are traveling together pretty closely, actually. They just left Leo and are now moving into Virgo together, okay, more or less. So it does bring about, a very romantic time, especially if you just started seeing someone. You're usually on your best behavior at that time. So maybe you're doing a lot of fun things, or trying to find a lot of fun things to do together. If you're already with someone, it's the same thing. It just puts a spark back into your love life. This is also the house of children, yours or anyone else's. But if you have children, you may be spending an awful lot of time, more time with them than you have been, even when you were quarantined and whatever. So your child may actually be involved in sports or something with school, or something that's coming up in the upcoming school year. So or there is just something that they play, so you'll be attending some of their games, whatever. But you could even be doing something for fun with your family. Maybe that's what you're planning when these planets are in your 4th house of Leo, planning some kind of trip. Okay, the best time to do something each month is when the moon is in your own sign, and the moon is in Taurus on the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 30th, and 31st. The best time to lay low is when the moon is in your opposite sign, and your opposite sign is Scorpio, and those dates are the 17th, 18th, and 19th. The best time for romance, recreation, creativity, fun, gambling or speculation, and anything to do with children is the 13th, 14th, 15th, 26th, and 27th. The best time for money is the 6th, 7th, 8th, 19th, 20th, and 21st. The best time for your career is the 24th, 25th, and 26th. And the best time for communication and travel is the 8th, 9th, 10th, 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. So I hope you enjoyed your astrological forecast for this month. Be sure to check out my weekly forecast, and remember to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you next week. Goodbye.